entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Set. 10 logo.
I got him.
Ready.
On first down, Taylor. 31 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Off the play fake. Eason. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
But no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Back to throw. Eason. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
No.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He gets it to Humphreys. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Down. 180.
Mike 54. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
White Monday down.
Don't be scared of it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the Colts' 26-yard line.
Down. 180.
Right there, 54 Mike. Come on, D.
Later 8.
He's coming. We got double up. Check 43. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Easy. Kill.
See him now.
On second and 12, Carr. And this one complete to Smith. And he works free. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jonnu Smith, 26 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw on second down. Eason looking deep for Hilton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. This one into the hands of Burton. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
To throw on second down, Eason. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Watch the boot. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
A first down carry for Henry. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
694.
From the 44, Carr under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Slam, slam, slam.
White.
On play action. Now Carr. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The tackle there by George Odom.
Kill.
Second and 8.
Recon, 152 fighter. 29.
Let's go, D.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. This one caught by Davis. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Corey Davis, 30 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go heavy.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
8-3.
I got it. Left. Watch left. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Hard.
The twins.
6, gotta go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
And the Colts first down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run with Taylor. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
At the 19-yard line.
Set. 18 Gator.
Your track, your track.
Second and 6. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 19 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Oilers 21, Colts 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Carr. It's caught, Smith. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Carr completes it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game.
Check it back. Low.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
You're mine. Express.
I'm coming after you.
30
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Got him in, it's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 6 there on first.
21-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to let it go deep for the end. And, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Intercepted by the Colts. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw on second down. Eason, he's got it to Hilton. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Eason. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line.
Bravo.
From the gun, Eason. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready, ready. 30 base.
55. Hey, we got to get the stop here, D.
Let's go.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he's got room. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one 28 yards on the ground. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back. Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you? Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off play action. Eason. He completes this to Sutton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it. They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter. And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays getting into the offense's backfield and spilling it. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Past the 20. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Switch gears.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Gostkowski the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Houston. Derrick Henry with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Taylor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here's another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Tight down. There you go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On play action, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Henry. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Down, 180, 618.
54, box 54. Let's get it together.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Eason. Finding Green complete. A gain there of 21 yards. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Looking to throw. Eason. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Set. 60 outlaw. Coming up to you.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton there to make the grab. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Carr now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Bang, 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 bang. Find down. He's crashing. He's jumping.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Run you over. Check 26, check 26. Chance.
Now a play fake. Carr letting one go deep. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Looking sideline, incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Eason. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cortland Sutton, 66 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And oh, it's blocked. And oh, the defense has it. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40, the 20, 10. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Check nickel.
Carr going to look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give him a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Carr completes it to Davis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Airing it out. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off play action. Eason. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. Now the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Down. 185.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Quit talking about it.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.